Here's some knowledge that you're probably gonna wish you never heard. Part 1. Back during the 19th century, there was a woman named Mary Toft, and she became famous for supposedly giving birth to over 9 rabbits. And for a very long time, doctors actually thought that Mary was literally giving birth to these rabbits until they found corn inside one of the rabbits' stomachs, which basically closed out all options of these rabbits actually coming from her womb. And now this all boils down to one question. Where did the rabbits come from? And my answer is that Mary Toft was in fact manually inserting these rabbits inside of her private parts to make it seem as if she was actually giving birth to these rabbits. Pretty disgusting, I know. The picture above shows the 180-year-old head of Diogo Alves, who was known as one of Portugal's most notorious serial killers. Alves started his life of crime after he would sneak into random farmers' homes and wait for them to arrive, and when they did, he would sneak attack them, murder them, and then throw their bodies over a nearby cliff. Alves was said to have committed around 70 murders, and after he was sentenced to death by hanging, scientists decapitated him and took his head to study the thought process of a serial killer. Not only did Alves murder 70 people that he didn't know, he also murdered his entire family, and still to this day, no one knows what triggered him to commit these horrific murders. And if you're still here, you probably want to know where you can visit it, and it is in Lisbon's Faculty of Medicine, so if you're ever in Lisbon, give the head a visit. What exactly happens when you wake up during a surgical procedure? In 2008, a woman named Donna Penner made an appointment to go have an exploratory laparoscopy at a local hospital. But what should have been a very quick in and out procedure turned into something horrifying when the general anesthetic ended up not working and Donna was left awake. But although the general anesthetic didn't work, the drug she had taken did, so she was left paralyzed but couldn't say a word to the doctors because she couldn't move her lips. So Donna had to sit through 90 minutes of doctors making painful incisions all over her body and moving around her internal organs. Yo, what's up? Here's some scary facts about our world that you probably didn't want to know. Part 20. Before Michael Jackson actually passed away, 5 hours before he died, someone posted the exact way and time he would die, and it was 100% accurate, and it did happen that exact way. Facebook actually shut down 2 robots that they created known as Alice and Bob because they started talking to each other in their own language. Yeah, I probably would have shut them down too. The CIA once came out with a weapon that kind of mimicked the behavior of a taser, but instead of sending electricity through the body, it gave the same symptoms and reactions as a heart attack would, and it was known as the heart attack gun. Halloween actually started out with people using real animal heads and skin as their Halloween costumes, and so that they could fit in with other spirits to make sure the spirits thought that they were actually spirits so that they could pass and roam. In 2008, a boy named James was gifted with an Elmo doll, and as soon as they put the batteries in the Elmo doll, the doll exclaimed, "Kill James." Yeah, I don't know where they bought that doll at.